Hi, welcome to the Poster Drop. This is episode number 11, and as you can already see, this is a great man right... Oh, other side. I gotta turn around this way. Mr. Danny Schlitz in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey there. You're my national treasure.
There it is. What's up? How you doing, man? You good?
Good. Good. How are you doing, Tom?
As I mentioned before, I'm melting again. This is always... Oh, it seems like when I always do the interview section here, I'm always melting because, like, I don't know, climate change, people. Think about it.
It's real.
It is real, and it's annoying, but I guess we'll have to figure some things out to live a little bit longer on this planet, at least how long we could, but let's see what's happening. But yeah, you know the drill. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do a speed round. We're gonna talk about one or two posters of yours, and then we're gonna get into you, basically. Not speaking dirty, of course, but the man behind the posters. Exactly. Peel the face away.
All right. We'll do this.
Exactly.
You'll learn
exactly. Alrighty. So, you ready for the speed round?
Excellent. Ready.
All right, then let's go. First one is your favorite karaoke song.
Ooh. Okay. I hate karaoke.
Then which one would you perform pistol to your head?
I'd probably do Talking Heads. This is the place. Just song makes me happy. There's a lot of lyrics though. That's a little challenging.
Just wanted to ask you, are you going to give us a little rendition?
No. Not today. If you pay me enough, maybe.
Okay. That's how we're going to keep it. Then what song is on heavy rotation right now, or what album?
Oh, man, let's see. I think I'll go quick. Probably a lot of Bon Iver or Bon Iver. Probably listening to a lot of that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about song, but yeah, that's probably the album. Or
that's awesome.
Band.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'll take that. Then portrait or landscape?
Portrait.
Okay. Samurai or ninja?
Samurai. They have very cool armor, and Samurai is just too.
But the ninjas, they got throwing stars.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But I don't know. Samurais, as we were probably talking a little bit before, about character, definitely sucked into Yojimbo and things like that.
That's true.
So
fair
that's
fair enough. But yeah, so for the people watching this, because we're recording this later tonight, and it has been out. This is a plug, because a shameless plug. I'm sorry, Danny, that I have to do this, but Dark City Gallery has released a new poster. Let me see. I'll pull it up for you guys so you can see that here. This is just an incredible poster, and I wanted to do really well, so I cannot buy one because I don't have any money. But yeah, this is the one. This is by Huang Hai. I hope I pronounced it correctly, and this one is just a beauty. And there's also a variant of that. Let me see where the variant. There's the variant. Boom, the variant also looking incredible. And yeah, this I don't know what to say. This is just a great poster.
Insane beauty.
100 only available, so get yours, because this is going to be a grail. At one point, you're going to cry that you didn't buy it. That's how it is. Okay, coming back to the two of us here and talking some more speedy questions here. What is the latest celebrity that you have met at a con or somewhere else?
Oh, shoot.
That's a tough one.
Shoot. Do I have to meet them in person or have talked to them on the phone?
Both equally fine.
Oh.
I don't know, how often do you talk to celebrities?
I talked to an actor, probably, I don't know if I can say his name, but he's in Sicario, and not a lead role or anything. Okay. Well, but then he's also in Narcos Mexico, and and Cowboys and Aliens. It's about as much as I could say.
Okay, that's interesting. There you go. There you go. I see.
Yeah,
I was wondering if because sometimes I don't know the interviewed people too much, so I cannot ask the question. Maybe, hey, you got any celebrities in your phone list? So what's in there? But so yeah, we figured that out. So you got a couple, I guess.
Had a
not
couple.
not counting artists, even though they're rock stars.
Definitely some celebrity artists out there.
Alrighty. Then what's your favorite seat in the cinema?
Oh, let's say middle, close to the back row, middle. Yeah, I like to just really get it all in. I know, like, I've gotten stuck in those front right, you know,
Oh, that's horrible.
sideways, and everything is super skewed. And I just was like, never again. So I always get there early or prepaid seats. So
Perfect.
yeah, that's the deal.
All right, then last but not least, what job would you be doing if you wouldn't be an artist? And
Oh
don't
my
say
God.
graphic designer or some stuff. That's not gonna count.
That is so hard. That is so hard. I love art and design and what else? I mean, maybe I'd like to be like a park ranger.
Park
A
ranger.
national ranger. There you
Okay,
go.
so how about you're just gonna walk over to House Bear and you guys gonna be park rangers because he wants to be park ranger too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, I think we have a lot in common.
That's awesome. Artist and park ranger, and then I imagine you guys like being there and like having your easel stand up there and painting away the beautiful landscapes.
And binoculars. We're constantly looking for fires, you know.
Exactly. In these days, you have to. Yeah, I mean, there's maybe no time to paint.
Exactly. Unfortunately.
Fortunately, indeed. All right, let's talk some posters and some projects here. Because I want to talk about two in particular. And first off, I want to talk about one of my favorite movies, which is Heat. And
Ooh.
how did this one happen? And what was the concept idea behind it? And yeah, let's hear something about this piece.
Yeah. This Hero Complex was asking me, you know, we need to get some posters for the Robert show or the De Niro show that they were hosting, and so this was a quick, like, I cranked this out probably a day,
What?
in less than a day. I mean, it
You're
was
a
super
fast
fast.
drawer.
Well, I mean, you know, I had some decent photo reference, and I love this movie Heat,
Hmm.
and you know, one of the things that I was trying to think of a concept, trying to be clever. You know, there's a lot of very clever artists out there, and trying to really draw some inspiration.
Hmm.
You know, and so I remember with Heat, they're all over LA in the streets, and I just kept thinking about the atmosphere. And so yeah, you know, put in the city streets, and then thought I could hide some guns in the gun shapes in the streets.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's how this one came to be, you know. And of course, Hero Complex, they're always asking for, okay, how can we do a second companion piece? They're always thinking about series, not just one individual
Yeah.
piece. So they want one of Pacino, but I don't know when I'll get around to that.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you do it in one day.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, I got a lot of things going on. It's busy life.
That's good though. And a follow-up question on this one here. Would you do another one, or how would you change it if you would have more time to do it?
Oh, about this particular piece?
Or the Heat in general. If you would redo it, or are you satisfied with this?
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's fine. You know, what the companion piece that I want to do with Pacino is then have, instead of the red, do like the blue, you know, of a police
Obviously.
lights, you know,
Yeah.
red and blue, and then have, hopefully, find some good reference of Pacino looking at him, you know, so they could
Hmm.
sit next to each other or opposite and have them looking away from each other, you know.
Hmm.
But as a
Or
companion piece, I think that'd be nice.
or this should have been done as one half of the booth being red, and then have the other half of the booth, and if you put them together in a frame,
Yes. I love it. I love it. Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
it's only
I love
10% if that happens, yeah.
I love that movie too. I mean, I watched that over and over and over when I
Yeah.
had it on VHS and the Moby soundtrack. I mean, man.
Yeah, this is just I just got the remastered 4K, so yeah,
Mm, so good.
this is a must. Yeah. Okay. And talking about another project, which is not really posters, but it is really cool. And as people have seen on the thumbnail cover, I mean, you are Iron Man, clearly Shakespearean Iron Man. And is it
Uh,
is that cyberpunk, or what would you, like how would you call it?
it's well, this one is, I mean, being William Shakespeare, a little bit more of the Shakespeare style
Hmm.
clothing. This was a mostly a pandemic project.
Hmm.
And it was a lot of work, a lot of work. There's about 100
Did you
illustrations.
did you pull inspiration from the 1602 and like all those old school like the comics?
Yeah, I definitely had to do another reading of Neil Gaiman's book and Kubert. Yeah, I definitely was trying to pull a lot from that.
Hmm.
It's funny because originally we were going to have everything look like it was on a stage. So every
Oh, okay.
prop was going to have a little bit of a flatness, like
Hmm.
painted on a piece of wood, and people flying were going to have ropes attached to them. I was fully on board with that, but
How
we
about
kind of got,
you show us some images from the actual book? I'll just
oh,
make you
yes,
a little bit bigger here so people can see better.
yes. All right, let's see. Here's kind of a,
Yeah,
ooh,
this moment.
this moment. Yes. One of the things is we had to make sure that we were not using the character likeness. I mean,
Hmm.
the actor likeness. That was
Yeah.
a really big thing I had to be careful of. Um, okay, here's all the ladies, the
Awesome.
lady
Yeah.
squad. Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. It
How
was
how
it was
is it how's it with the dialogue? Did is it comic book style, or is it like a theater like script type?
Yeah, it's definitely much more like a theater script, and it's really clever. The author Ian Dosher is in
Hmm.
Portland, Oregon, not far from me.
Okay.
And he also did the Star Wars of it,
Oh, okay.
Shakespeare books that go way back.
Yeah, I know
Um, you
those.
know, Interesting. I was just in, as I mentioned, London a couple months ago, and walked by the Shakespeare Theater Company
Yeah.
um, building,
The
and
globe.
I
Yeah.
I should have gone inside because friends of mine later said, "Oh yeah, your book. They have a bunch of your books in the
Oh,
gift shop," and I didn't
shit.
even go in. Um, but yeah, that was pretty
I'll
satisfying.
I'll definitely take a look because I'm gonna go in September with my class.
Oh,
We're gonna
good.
have a class trip, and I guess we're gonna do Shakespeare then. So
Yes, that is awesome.
yeah, I
Uh,
was like 2 years ago, 2019. No, 3 years ago. I was 2019 there, and it was really fun. And we actually had a tour of the globe, so that was interesting.
oh, that's so cool. Next time I'll
Next time,
go.
exactly. Alrighty, then let's talk about you a little bit more and who the man behind the poster is. And my first question, obviously, would be how did you get here?
How did I get here? Let's
You know,
see.
because the record scratch. You were
That's
wondering how
right.
did I get here? You know, with the music.
Actually, two people fall in love, you know. No, yeah, I grew up in Eugene, Oregon, out
Mhm.
where Nike was born, at the University of Oregon, in that area. And yeah, grew up out there, came up to Seattle to go to the Art Institute, which is was a for-profit school. I didn't
Mhm.
know anything about that at the time, but yeah, they're closed down now. They defrauded the U.S. government billions of dollars. Mm-mm-mm. And so, yeah, thank goodness that's it was a great experience,
Mhm.
mostly because of the people I met. But really, it was not a great. I mean, I have some good memories, but it wasn't the best school. But yeah, it kind of gave me the start I needed. Um, yeah, and then I've just been working and married, children. All my kids are getting pretty old now. They're in their
What? I
early
thought you were like
20s.
25.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
No,
I
not
couldn't
quite.
tell.
I miss those days.
There's no gray. I don't see any gray.
There's a little in the beard.
I mean, look at me. I have no kids, and my beard is like almost.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, my kids are like most. I have four, three girls and one boy.
Okay.
So we definitely had them very close together.
Mhm.
But they're all three of them or two of them are in their 20s and the early 20s, and the other two are almost there. Yeah,
Did
yeah.
they follow in your footsteps in some regard?
My oldest, she was doing graphic design,
Okay.
and then she decided to learn Hebrew. So that's what
Right.
she's doing in school. She's learning Hebrew.
Are you Jewish, or is it family related?
I'm not Jewish. Yeah, just she loves languages.
Okay, because the name is very German-ish.
Yeah,
So yeah, with
definitely.
Schlitz. Yeah, you know what it means, right?
I forgot. It's actually Schlitz Kuss is my full last
Okay.
name. I changed it to Schlitz for a little easier for people,
Okay.
to say.
But yeah, Schlitz, the part Schlitz means slot, like like a narrow thing where where something is missing a piece, like, or like I don't know, they call it like Jack the Ripper, like the
Yeah.
Ripper part would be like Schlitzer in German.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. And scary.
It's scary, yeah.
Yes.
like Schlitz, Schlitz. You say in German, ich schlitze dich auf. I stab you or I cut you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
those two meanings.
it's very good to know. I mean, it's funny because we had a beer out here in the U.S. for years called Schlitz,
Mhm.
beer, and that's defunct now. But we've got a couple cans from an antique
Obviously,
shop, so
yeah.
we're preserving the memory.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, I mean, you studied art, but how did the poster game come in on that end for you? Or
Yeah.
at what point?
Well, about 2011, 2012, I was contracting at Microsoft, doing a lot of illustration work up there.
Hmm.
And I I was doing a lot of freelance, and so I'd end up at Starbucks or a coffee shop, evenings for a bit. And I ran across, I don't know what, one day I was just looking for images, and I came across Tom Whalen and Poster Posse, and I just thought people are making posters for fun, and they're actually
Hmm.
selling some of these, and that just blew my mind. And I mean, I grew up like drawing comic books, and that was just my world,
Hmm.
was doing that. And then I thought, why don't I try to make a poster? And you know, that's where
And
everything started.
what was the first one?
Metropolis.
Okay, I'll
This
pull that up
was
for you. Hold up.
uh,
Because you gave us this one, the Metropolis piece here, yeah.
yeah, that was
Let me
all
zoom that a
in
little bigger.
Adobe Illustrator. I just
Uh,
used now
okay.
to draw everything, using the pen tool to just get shapes. And yeah, I just kind of kept building and building.
So
I
is it a
know
mix between vector and drawing,
it's
or
all vector.
it's all vector? Okay,
Oh
that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It was a blast just seeing where it could go, and I just kept adding and adding to it. And
Mhm.
yeah, it was very satisfying. That's just what got me hooked.
I mean, that's a for a first poster, basically. I mean, people can tell you know art,
Thanks.
so that's for sure. And yeah, so that's and you got even a German sentence in there, so that's good.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean that's a cool poster. So
Hey.
starting off from there and then taking it to like your latest poster, which is this one, right? The Nope
Yes,
poster.
yes. Nope.
And yeah, so did you enjoy the movie, or have you not seen it yet?
Oh my gosh, I just saw it a couple days ago, took my kids out and we
Hmm.
went and saw it and I'm so satisfied. Like it was amazing. Enjoyed it so much. And it's hard, it's crazy because with these I did this one not long after the trailer
Yeah.
dropped. And there's a lot of, with Jordan Peele, especially when you're you only can work off the trailer, right? And there's a lot of mystery, and I don't want to get too tied in to a concept
Hmm.
because it may just completely change. I mean, there's so many things you could really pin your idea on, and it's just a misdirect.
Hmm.
You know, I don't want to say
What?
too much, right?
Yeah. What would you change now after seeing it?
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, after seeing it, I don't know if I'd have the sky dancers in there, because
I mean, they are kind of important.
down.
They're kind of important,
Can't
though.
say much more, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
But I
I was
mean,
thinking that.
the horses are still important.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I love the ominous shadow, and it was a very close up shot, but I was hoping the shadow, like it would be
Hmm.
very clear and a bit of the hint of the cloud, and of course the streamers.
Hmm.
Uh, but then I didn't want to just make it too simple. So since it, not of planet Earth, nope, I thought I'd put in some stars to, get a little bit more interest and curiosity into it.
Hmm. And I would love to see. This is out of this. If you want to interpret this, could be kind of a spoiler, but I would love to see like those animal photography. Those jungle types, like this voyeurism when you look at like the animal
Yes.
that. And the you know what I'm talking about, so I don't have to explain for
Yeah.
the people who haven't seen it yet. But yeah, so this would be interesting as a poster. Like make it a landscape poster and have that in there.
Hmm. Yeah. No, this was a lot of fun, but it was a very quick turnaround again. Just,
Yeah.
try to get an idea out there fast. Because honestly, the last couple weeks, as other artists have been putting out posters,
Hmm.
and also some other artists were asking me, some ideas. I was trying to help
Hmm.
them. We were just kind of discussing ideas, and it was just like so many posters came out through Poster Posse and others. There was a lot of similar
Yeah.
kind of things, and everybody same ideas, and it was so hard to try to think of something really original because everybody had a horse getting lifted in the air, and it was
Hmm.
just like everybody had that, because it's a very shocking, like, what's going on kind of scene.
Yeah.
So it's really a challenge to come up with something unique, and I don't know. I wanted to get ahead of it before somebody else had something just like this.
Hmm. Also, I think the box with the horse that should have been utilized.
Mm,
I mean, that wasn't a trailer,
yeah.
and but not used as a poster. I have not seen that yet.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
true.
there's still potential for some stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, let's talk about some movies. Is it the last one you've seen though? Or
Yeah, that was the last.
okay, and at home anything or TV shows anything we need to talk about?
Well, I mean, really, like a lot of people watch Stranger Things, a second time.
Okay, okay.
Really enjoyed that a lot. And oh, and I've been really following that Apple Plus series for All Mankind. I love
Oh
the
yeah.
history, especially the space race stuff is
How
so
far are
exciting.
you?
I think I'm caught up. I think I'm
Okay.
caught up.
I
I mean,
still
they're on.
got
Yeah,
two episodes. I think I still have left till I'm caught up. But yeah, so
it's so good. I
it
just
is.
eat that stuff up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, Matt Ferguson just got into it, and he's like, every time we talk, he's always raving about it because they started watching from season one, episode one, and they're now, I think, in the middle of the second season. Uh,
Ooh.
so that's good for him.
Yeah, there's so many streaming services. It's hard to keep up, and
Yeah,
it's do I want, and right now we're talking about do we get rid of HBO? It's just things like that. It just adds up, to a big
I mean,
monthly.
with this announcement of canceling movies, I mean, HBO, bye.
Mhm.
But it has some really good shows, I have to say. Have you seen Industry? It's just started the second season, and this is like a mixture between Succession and Euphoria.
Ooh, interesting.
It's really good in in that kind of way. I really enjoy this one.
Ooh, you have to check it out before
Yeah,
before we.
before definitely. Yeah,
Oh,
just started with the second season, and first season is out for quite some time now.
okay. Okay. I should also mention Severance. Not yeah,
Oh yeah,
Severance. That
that's
is
great.
fantastic too. Oh my
That's
gosh,
great.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
very,
that's very good.
very, very clever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, have you seen RRR? Because this is basically my basic question for everybody now.
wait, what is that?
Triple R. The,
Oh, is
the,
that the India?
exactly.
I've heard about it, but I need to just watch it.
Watch it. Watch it. Do that.
Bonkers.
It's with the you can watch it with a family. It's family friendly, and
Yeah.
it has everything from it brings you. I cried multiple times. I get goosebumps just talking about some stuff with this movie. It's just they're good.
Yeah, I'll need to
I
check that out. I mean, I always watch the do you know a Corridor Crew?
hmm
The like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You've seen that. I mean, this is there.
yeah.
It's really really done very well, right? And
Oh, I need to watch it. Okay,
the
okay.
movie.
I'll
Let me tell you
download it
this:
light tonight.
the movie is cost like 75 million to make,
Yeah.
and what like Rayman 200, and Rayman is the worst, like the worst compared to that. RR for me personally, RR is the second best movie after Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and just very very close.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just that
awesome.
good. I'm telling you. I talked to Chris Köhler, and because he's also a big fan. He already watched it 3 times within 1 week, so it's like
Yeah.
he's
Oh my
hooked.
God.
It's definitely that good. I'm telling you.
Okay. I will definitely be downloading that.
But yeah, little fun fact on the Indian side. Next week, next Wednesday, I will host a special screening, which is basically the Europe premiere, but we cannot call it that. But of the Indian Forrest Gump remake.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yes, it's gonna be exciting.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh my gosh, I have to. I'd
Yeah,
love to see.
I'm really interested because it looks from the trailer. I don't know if you've seen the trailer comparison on IGN, and they had the trailers compared, or parts from original Forrest Gump and the trailers, and it's basically the same.
Oh, serious.
Yeah,
Just recreate every.
but it's with the script writer is on board. He wrote the script for this one, and I think they just changed
Okay,
the cultural components, and
right.
which is really interesting to see that from an Indian or South Asian Southeast Asian perspective, which is probably different,
Yeah.
but gives us the same kind of story beats.
Yeah. Wow. That's very cool.
So yeah, I'm excited to see it. Let's see what happens.
That's great.
Alrighty, and what is some must see movies that you want to see, except the ones we just talked about?
Yeah, I mean, some things are streaming, excuse me. I mean, I'm really excited about the Lord of the Rings
Oh, me too.
Amazon series. I mean, really, right? I understand like a theater experience compared to watching something at
Mhm.
home, but it's just the quality is almost indistinguishable
Yeah.
now. And so that is an experience I'm looking forward to. I really hope it's good because I'm
hmm
very into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah. As far as movies, like I'm still like I'm unashamed, all aboard with the Marvel train. I mean, I grew
Okay.
up with the comics, and I love it. I do think they're starting to kind of break off into, okay, here's stuff that's more for kids, more
Hmm.
for adults, horror fans, and like they're really, so when it came to Miss Marvel, like I'm really behind. I don't even, I mean, I need to go back and finish it,
I
but
really love
it
that
just,
show. For me, it was like
yeah.
it was definitely one of the best of the shows, if not the
Okay, I
best.
need to just go finish it. I thought it was really cool that they really got into their culture, and
Hmm.
I thought that was really fascinating. But it just wasn't hooking me, but I know I need to just go finish it. I just had other things I was more interested in. But that was like the first Marvel show that I kind of, I mean, I wasn't like watching it day of,
Okay, okay, okay,
um,
okay.
so I don't know. I need to just get back into it.
Yeah,
But it
for me,
really,
it
go
worked
ahead.
definitely. For me, it worked, and I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time watching it.
That's awesome. So really anything on the Marvel slate coming up, I'm
Hmm.
super excited about. So I always enjoy.
What about Andor? I've seen the trailer now. Matt posted it in the
Yes.
group, and I was like, I don't want to watch the trailer, and then I caved and watched the trailer, and oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, was it a good trailer?
Oh my
This
gosh,
looks
that
so
looks
good,
so
right?
good. Yeah, it really does. I also watched the new Rockstars breakdown of the trailer, and yeah, sometimes that analysis is really
Yeah.
fun to go through. And so there's a lot they showed that I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot here, and it's not just desert scenes, right? It's
Hmm.
not just Tatooine. There's like a lot, a lot of different locations, and yeah, I'm really pumped about it.
That's great.
And Diego Luna, like that guy's he's awesome.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
he can act. He's done this before.
Oh yes. He knows, he's got it.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. Yeah, so talking about do you have like I mean we talked about some favorites already, but do you have like a favorite movie? Is that something that you would mention if this question comes up?
Yes. Okay, so as this question is coming up, I will say I mean really a lot of people have some of these favorites.
Yeah.
And I wish I had like a real zinger in there, but really, right? Star Wars, I've got lots of Star Wars
Yeah, yeah.
toy stuff like
I mean,
that.
I got the child over
That's
there.
right. There you go. Oh, right there. Yes.
There he is.
I watched your unboxing video a bit ago.
Yeah.
But
Did you catch that? What happened at that unboxing video?
what?
Like, do you remember the base falling down?
Oh, shoot.
Did
I
do
may not have seen the whole thing.
do
I
you
may have missed that
do you
part.
know about the? I mean, I had it. You can see it clearly. So this is for the people who haven't watched the unboxing video, but you can
Yeah.
clearly see I have both of the styrofoam halves in hand, and the one is a little tilted, and the base you can see it in the video because I'm concentrated on the other one, and you see the base slipping, and then it falls down, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I
Yes.
say
I remember now.
I think I say fuck or something, and then I get in the show, and I kept going, right?
Yeah.
I need to upload. I need to
I
upload some
think so.
images. I need to upload some images because I realized when I at the end. Oh yeah, you have seen everything. Okay, bye. When I turned it off,
Yeah.
I told the story before at some point, but yeah, when I turned it off, you could see. I could see. I have like a wooden floor here, and it's like light wood,
Right.
and you could see blood everywhere
Oh,
because it fell on my
blood?
toe. My toe was totally cracked open. The nail was like hanging there by a little bit, and then I had a sock on. So the sock, and it was my Jaws sock. Like so
Oh,
you have like Bruce there like chugging at the ankles, and like and at the front there everything was soaked with blood. Like blood was everywhere on the floor, and I was like, oh
oh
shit, what
my
the
gosh.
fuck happened? And yeah, it fell right on my big toe, and then the nail broke and everything, and blood was everywhere.
Thank you. Thank you, Sideshow Collectibles.
Exactly, and it was so crazy. I mean, I was like playing it down as a pro, and I was like, oh, because I didn't even know. I saw it at the end of the video, and I was like, shit, there's blood. You can see, actually, if you know, you can see it so in the video that I was like, oh, what the fuck happened here? Yeah. It's really
That's
funny.
insane.
Yeah.
I did not know any of that happened. That's wild.
Yeah, that's why I get like when I do the unboxing, I didn't get one in forever, but when I do unboxings now, like of statues and figures and stuff like that, people always say, please watch your foot.
Yes, please do this over a table.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Because their package is usually really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the Mandalorian.
But I got that too.
Yeah, I've got Boba coming soon.
Nice.
And
I got the Mythos Boba.
Oh yeah. I've got some of the this, I don't know what they're called, but the samurai kind of style. So I've got a Mandalorian with the child coming soon. That should be arriving soon. But I don't collect anywhere near as much as I think you do. But I have
it's just posters mostly. I mean, I have Thanos, I have Grogu, I have the Mandalorian, I got Obi-Wan, the Mythos Obi-Wan. I have also the Last Jedi Luke in his outfit, in his the fishing was it Octu? No, yeah, Octu is the planet. His Octu outfit. Yeah, I think yeah, you know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah.
Like with the backpack and everything. And then I also have the Mythos Boba and K2SO.
Yes, awesome. I love it. I want them all.
Yeah, those are great. But this is it. I don't have any more on that. And I also have like the Jin Sakai.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Ghost of Tsushima, which is like, speaking of samurais, and like this is the I think personally the best samurai ninja mix with Jin Sakai.
Oh, that is so perfect. Yeah, they draw definitely a lot of inspiration from the samurai, antiques. I think my other problem is records. That's
I see that. Yeah.
That's the other.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
Except when I need to pay bills to feed my children.
Oh yeah, that's true. What's the last record you got?
What was the last record?
And did you get it for the art, or did you get it for the record?
I mean, I don't play the records anywhere near enough, because it really is. You have to like get up, change it, switch it.
I know. Been there, done that.
Yeah, so I'll put it on every once in a while, and it makes me really happy, but nowhere near enough. But they have not been played anywhere near enough. My last record may have been LCD Sound System, one of their albums. I can't remember one, but that may have been the last. Oh,
very German, German of you.
Yeah, love it. Kraftwerk.
Exactly. Alrighty. Then let's talk about some of your favorite posters. Anything you want to shout out here? What are some of your favorites that had come out lately or ever or?
Yeah, I think first this movie X from A24. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but they've got quite a few really cool posters.
You know that there's a second one coming this year in September.
A second.
It's a prequel to X.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Just coming out back to back.
Basically, it's like I mean, this X came out already. When was it? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or something like that. And then the next one is called Pearl because it's based on the main character from X. Played by Mia Goth, and she's going to be also in the second one coming out in September.
Okay, so I did see the Pearl trailer. I did not realize that was connected because, like I said, I haven't seen this movie either, but the poster just blew me away.
Yeah, and Pearl is the new one. So.
Okay. Oh wow, because Pearl looks really incredible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's like or Garland, on a murdering spree is just insane.
Yeah, I wonder how to watch it, and like, I mean, you could watch it as when you have the prequel, and then watch X as a sequel.
Yeah.
So that could work as well. So maybe you don't need to watch X yet. What other poster are you really excited about?
Yeah, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I just love how I mean, it's a beautiful poster. I mean,
How do you like the Ferg ones?
Hmm?
How do you like the Ferg ones? The Matt Fergusons?
Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I love everything he does. Just gorgeous, gorgeous work. Um, but yeah, I was just so blown away by this just because of all the little Easter eggs in the
Yeah.
glass shards, and they established the glass shards as a way to show just different parts of the multiverse,
Hmm.
through Loki and oh, not just Loki. I'm sorry. What If.
Hmm.
And so that was just a great idea. It's a poster where the longer you look at it, the more kind of take this, like really
Hmm.
look closely. Like there's a lot to kind of pull out of this. So I thought that was just brilliant. It
All
definitely
right.
keeps your eyes on the poster longer if you choose to.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah.
as having this poster at home. I mean, that's always something. You can't stand close and like always find some more details and some
That's
more
right.
ideas.
Oh yeah. So good. So, so good. And I love it when things are centered too, which you'll see with all these posters. Like they're all very centered and a lot of red. I don't know. I think I'm really drawn to red.
That's true. So yeah. Keep going. You can talk about the next one if you want to.
Yeah, next one, the Batman.
The Batman. Speaking of
Uh,
red, huh?
yes. Oh my gosh, this thing.
I mean, you gave me a poster that you give me an image. That's not yours because you can see the pin tags.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like a better image.
Ouch.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely, man. This I love. Everything. Every time you see Batman, you've got black and this steel blue and
Hmm.
and then to bring in this red, which turns out to be the flare or whatever, it just flipped everything, as far as the brand, and it just really said this is a different Batman. This is not what you're used to, and I was not disappointed. And
That's
he's
great.
in the rain, and there's not a recognizable actor's face. I'm curious, do they?
They
I
don't
mean,
have the likeness rights.
yeah, does he get does he get paid for this poster? Pattinson. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed this poster. I think this is my favorite of the Batmans. Like
Mm.
the key art ones.
Oh, so good. So, so good. And they got
What else? What else we got?
Miller Rain. I should say they have a lot of the Frank Miller Rain in there, It's
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
true. That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
that was so, so good. I love that. Anyways.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. What else you got? Or what else you want to talk about? You got
Uh,
anything more, or
what's that? Like,
you like on the poster front, like which ones you like, or are we gonna go into your poster collection?
oh yeah, we can talk about my
All right.
collection,
Let's do that.
which is a little small,
What's
but
small? What are we calling small here?
well, the first poster I ever bought was Leon, the professional,
Yeah.
from Neil Davies, and I bought this in Seattle from Hero Complex,
Oh,
and
okay.
love this poster. And I just thought, okay, I'm gonna buy a poster this time. I've been making these. It's been fun. It's like, why haven't I bought one yet? Like, and so yeah, I picked this one up, and
Hmm.
yeah, it was super simple, and I don't know, I just loved it. Um, Second one, I mean, I love Matt Taylor's work. I've been following him from the very beginning, and
Hmm.
X-Men, Jonathan Hickman, comic book is just really, again, like Grant Morrison really reinvented the X-Men, and I was just in love with this poster as soon as I saw it. So I've got that one up over here on the
Yeah.
wall.
Me too.
Uh,
But it's my flat file right now.
oh yeah,
I got
it's
that
just
one
so
too.
beautiful. Oh, and it's got some great little bit of gold. Uh, it's not like shiny gold.
But it's the variant,
Don't
right?
tell me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's just that's beautiful. Um, I guess the next one, I love Lord of the Rings, and you see a lot of Lord of the Rings. Everybody's doing that,
Hmm.
and this Gabs piece was just, I love it. I don't have it up yet. It's like I need to find a good special frame and put it up, but this
You got
thing's
also the
just.
variant, or?
I only got this one. I mean, it's crazy because it's screen printed, and
Hmm.
you probably got the same email from them because it
Yeah,
took a
yeah,
while.
yeah. We talked about it for quite some time on the show. So like James and I about the printing process and ideas and how to do
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. But once I got it, I was very, very satisfied. I'd love to get a Tyler Stout. By the way, Tyler Stout actually
Hmm.
lived in southern Washington, so not far from me. So, we definitely, I sent him a little message recently. He actually responded.
Yeah,
Well, I
he's a
was,
very nice guy. He's been on the show for his Halloween. We talked about his Halloween poster when it came out with Gray Matter.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. But he is such a cool dude, such a nice guy.
Yeah,
So,
he's very
you know,
nice.
I didn't bug him much more. I just was like, "Are you in Washington?" Yeah. So, but I'd love to someday. I don't know. Someday I need to get a Tyler Stout. Like I need to be hovering over the purchase now.
Understandable. Maybe before the release drops, just go to his house. Just wait with a big F5 button.
That's right. I mean, he told me the town he lives in. No, no, I'm not a stalker. I promise.
Okay, Tyler, please upgrade your security system.
Yeah, you may need to install a couple extra cameras, but yeah, I
That's
thought it
great.
was an invitation.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And what's the last poster that you put up? Was it the Matt Taylor?
Uh, yeah, those are the three. Wait, I did buy a couple others. I can't remember who
Yeah.
they are right now. Um, there's another artist. I can't think of his name right now, but he does a very like not Matt Taylor. Tyler Stout. He has a very Tyler Stout type of style, and I
Hmm.
think he was getting rid of a bunch of posters, and he said he's going to throw them in the landfill, and I was like, dude, come on, So I ordered a couple. I can't remember his name right now. You might know.
Yeah, yeah. If you could give me an idea of what kind of poster we're talking about, I don't know. But Tyler Stout style, I know there's one. But I forgot his name. He did also some
Yes.
Apollo posters. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought that one.
Okay, yeah. Then I know what you're talking about. But he has been on, I think, 2 or 3 shows back. We talked about the Apollo poster. So
Okay, okay. Yeah, for some reason, just drawing a blank right now, but I bought a couple of his things because I
mhm.
didn't want to. I mean, it's a great sales tactic. This stuff's going to go in the
Isn't he
landfill.
also called like Tyler something?
Ah, man, it's just not even.
He has almost the same name, I think, if I remember correctly.
But I mean, the art style's very. You can see exactly where
Yeah,
they're drawing inspiration from.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. I know what you're talking about,
yeah.
though. Alrighty. And yeah, where was I? Yeah, talking about your puzzle. What's the latest that you have put up in your house in terms of, in the frame and up on the wall?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, really, really, it's this Matt Taylor piece is the one
Okay.
that's up right now. I'd love to like as I see your wall and you've got lots of pieces, and I assume you're switching them out from time to time because I think I
Every
see.
couple of months. Hmm.
Yeah, I always think I see new ones. I we're probably moving in about a year, to a different house, and that's when I'm like, okay, I'm really going to get my office like get a ton of art up. Right now, it's just my office space is so just functional. I've got a
Yeah.
large format printer over here, so I can do my own
Okay.
prints. And then I've got shipping stuff over here. I've got toys, graphic novels, comics, whiteboard. I mean, it's really not the most beautiful space, but I keep thinking my next space is going to be, I'm going to really go all in, you know.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Alrighty. Then, do you have any like, or what's? I mean, we talked about a little bit of your workplace, so we know about that. And how's the rest of the house? How's the partner with all your artwork and your art as well? Is
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my wife, you know, she allows me to do a lot of things. You know, especially as I'm starting to go to more comic book conventions. You know, I
Mhm.
mentioned earlier, well, not on camera, but you and I may actually meet up in New York in
That's right,
October.
people. New York
That's
Comic Con, we're coming.
Comic-Con, yes. And then I'm going tonight out to Chicago for the C2E2 show. And so got a red eye out late tonight. So I think like as far as, you know, like my wife, you know, as long as I'm not like losing money, I'm usually just kind of breaking even, you know, putting
Mhm.
money into the art and into travel,
Mhm.
and that as long as I'm breaking even, you know, and that's usually what's been happening, you know, is you know, make enough money to pay for the booth, pay for, you know, definitely sleeping on some floors if I need
Mhm.
to, you know, I'll be sleeping on an air mattress to I probably won't be sleeping tonight, but I'll probably be sleeping on an air mattress tomorrow afternoon. But you know, that's just what you do, right?
Hey, that's the game, man. That's the game.
Game, yeah.
But yeah, did like does she have want your art up in the house, or what is her style like?
Oh man, she's. I mean, so like I've done so many art styles, and I've kind of gone through phases over the years. So I definitely have some more like animal art and things like that, you know, using shapes to make animals and some cool um, Northwest kind of inspired work. And so and
Okay.
then I also have like a large oil painting of the redwoods that I did years ago in our
Interesting.
entryway. So I used to do a lot of hand, you know, painting.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, what I do now, right, is it's just digital. I mean, I've got my iPad and I take it everywhere with me, like everywhere. If I'm
Hmm.
picking up one of my kids from school or if they're at some, you know, ballet or dance class, I'm sitting there in the car drawing. So a lot of the stuff I do is very mobile. So I'm not tied to this desk.
Hmm.
Uh, so, anyways, sorry, I know I'm taking the conversation down
It's
some
all
different
good. All good. Don't worry. Don't
paths.
worry. Because my follow-up question would be, did the kids demand anything? Did you have to draw? I mean, if you would be my dad, I want Star Wars this scene. Put it up the wall.
Oh man, I mean, my kids usually like my son likes to record music, and he's got some friends, you know, who
Hmm.
do hip hop or whatever, and he's always asking for album covers, which I'm like,
There
well,
you
get
go.
me some music first, you know, but he's like, well, I need something to inspire me, and I'm like, you need to give me some music first so I can be inspired by the music. So there's a little bit of that back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. But have you made anything for them to? Because like I know for the younger kids, I know some artists did. For example, I don't know, some Disney pieces like private stuff, just one on
Yeah.
ones for their kids. Did you do that?
Yeah, yeah, totally. I did a lot of that, especially when, you know, growing up, you know,
Hmm.
and so it was a lot of fun. Just, you know, they have ideas or, um, you know, we just sit there and I teach them also how to do some painting and
Hmm.
also like we were doing a laminate, you know, where
Hmm.
you kind of carve out, you know,
Yeah,
with
like the lineal cuts,
yeah, lino
like
cut, yeah.
Attack Peter and Brian
Yeah.
Reedy and
So it's
stuff.
fun kind of showing them how to do that. You know, did a little bit of screen printing, got these two hinges and put on
Hmm.
plywood and do our screen prints. And so I'd show them, you know, they kind of learned how to do it. But none of the kids really took off with art. My oldest was doing graphic design for a
Yeah,
while. and then she switched her major to Hebrew. So, and yeah, so
And here
she's
we
learning,
are.
so which is great,
It's also is she gonna go to Israel at some point then?
We're hoping. I know she's hoping. She's really hoping to go, but she's in her last year of school, so we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
That was the oldest one, right? She's finishing now.
That's our oldest.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What are the others into? Like, what are they studying? The ones
Well,
that
like my
study?
yeah. I mean, my son, he just moved out a year ago, and he's just working. He's just
Okay.
working job. No, I mean, he's just some point he may have other interest, but he does like to record music too.
Oh, okay.
But my third kid, she's starting college in the fall, and she plays the tuba. So she wants to be a
Interesting.
music teacher. Yeah,
That's nice. That's
and then,
nice.
yeah. And then the youngest, we don't know. She's still trying to figure out what she's into.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, you can shamelessly plug your kid right now. Your rapping son, I guess, if you want to. So he's gonna get some clicks, I guess. We're gonna put it in.
That's right. Well, he needs to make some more music and not just talk about it.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's definitely not quite like Finnish. He has
That's
a
a
lot of
dad.
big
That's a dad shout out.
Yeah, sorry, son. No, I mean, if he had actually some music for me to listen, I'd love to. But he's
Okay.
he's a good starter. I think his finishing is always a tough thing, even for me.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah,
Alrighty then, let's talk about some things that you are working on right now. Is there anything you can talk about that is not under NDA or anything?
yeah. There, there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
That's good.
I mean, not all of it poster. I mean, there's definitely some poster stuff. So, doing a little something for more
Hmm.
gallery for James. Really excited about that. Can't talk too much about it.
Hmm.
Uh,
We will know
but
soon when James is going to shamelessly drop it on the podcast.
come on, bro. I mean, yeah. I definitely think I'm somewhere in some sort of release area. I don't know when. I'm just
Okay.
kind of waiting. I know they have to kind of
Yeah, yeah,
decide when to release stuff. So hopefully soon. I've been doing a bunch of concert posters for collections.
yeah. Hmm.
As you've seen from Bella Grace and a lot of other artists,
Yeah.
they've really tapped into the poster community, and so I've been taking almost everything they've sent to me. So, two things I can mention is Def Leppard and
Hmm.
Motley Crue. So I've got two posters in a couple weeks. I'll be able
Awesome.
to share those.
We will cover.
There's
We will
also
cover for sure.
yes, so excited. It's fun. It's fun to do something for a famous band.
Is that is that is that stuff you're listening to? Because I always would like find it hard. I mean, for example, when I go like the time I went to the club actually, I
Yeah,
would just love to hear the kind of music I listen to and not other stuff because I
yes.
wouldn't want to go then. So how hard is it to make a poster for stuff that you like or don't like?
I mean, I don't listen to Motley Crue. I never did when I was a kid, really.
Hmm.
I mean, they're Dr. Feelgood. I probably those very popular albums, so I heard a
Yeah.
little bit of that. Def Leppard, I grew up with Def Leppard,
Oh, okay.
man. I had to put it in the other day because I hadn't heard it in like 20 years, and so
Hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's not stuff I would be jamming to,
Hmm.
driving down the road. Um, but there's a couple others coming up. Like there's a band from the 70s that is doing a commemorative poster. Um, I'll share that one also, but that's not something I would listen to. There is a band that is related to destroying gourds, I'll say. Um, that's in their name. That's all a hint I can give you, but that's one that I grew up with as well. Definitely in the senior high, high school years.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's pretty fun too. So there's quite a few of those posters I've been really enjoying making. Yeah. So there's that. There's some comic book. stuff that's
Mm-hmm.
starting to materialize. We'll
What is,
kind of
what are we talking? Cover or more?
some covers, probably some more. There's a
Oh,
lot that's a little hazy right now.
I see. I see. That sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. I guess the other thing that we just launched, some friends and I, is we launched an NFT project.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting into that world, a little nervous about it. But yeah, here's some animated GIFs. This is called Face Press. So we just launched it, starting to get some, some people are buying them. And yeah, this is hopefully this doesn't give anybody a heart attack, but there are
I'm gonna put
photosensitive
an epilepsy warning. Put it in front.
warning. But yeah, these are really fun. Yeah, these we're trying to give a real handmade kind of feel,
Mm-hmm.
a very, letterpress, screen print kind of style to these. And so it's 1,000 pieces that I made in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Amazing.
ton of work, but really excited to get that out
Are they gonna
there.
be printed as well?
Some of them will probably do some T-shirts,
Okay.
do like a letterpress, like or a screen print poster. But we've got some great resources in the Seattle to Portland area, which
Yeah.
Tyler Stout also uses. He sent me his screen printers, so maybe tapping into them.
Maybe that. I mean, interesting. Would like collectors wise, it would be interesting to have like a poster with all 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Just very tiny, but have it on there on it like a 24 by 36 poster and have them all on there.
Ooh, yeah, that would be incredible. There's a lot of colors, so that one's definitely not going to be as well. I guess we could do a 4-color screen print.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. There's a lot to do there, a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Or make it like, I don't know, like the logo or something like that, or like that they like all the colors are like made up out of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
oh, love it.
mosaic.
Yes, yeah. No, I definitely want to make a physical piece as opposed to just all the digital
Mm,
uh, avatars.
mm.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, then. What is your work process? I mean, we talked about you sketch in the car and everywhere you go, basically. But what's your general work process?
Yeah, really coming up with ideas, right, is trying to come up with the idea is always really a challenge. I know some artists really have a clever, especially like Eileen, and Dolly, how do you say
Jolie.
his name? Dolly, thank you. um, but just, a lot of these real clever kind of pieces, like I love what they do, I think I focus a lot on trying to create a strong composition, that's especially focused on rendering and color and light. I'd like to get more. Every once in a while, I feel like I come up with something clever, but I think you really have to plan ahead. But I jump in so fast, which is a problem. But yeah, I'll start with like some photo bashing, try to find photography that works as far as good photo reference. And sometimes you just can't find the photo reference that is very specific. So I definitely, I'll use other people's bodies and then rebuild Iron Man's or, some costume over the
Hmm.
top of a different body. So I'm trying to, just get more comfortable with that because I find so often a lot of poster artists, you're such a slave to the imagery you can find. Um, and when it comes to faces, like yeah, you really need a good photo. You can't just make that up. That's
Hmm.
so hard, major time consuming. So yeah, really trying to just get into more the uncomfortable challenges, places, to get the composition I really want. And so yeah, I'll start there, and then I do all my illustration work in Adobe Fresco, which is really great program. It's definitely got some bugs, but they're constantly improving it. I don't really play around with Procreate, uh, but I do a lot of some Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, things like that. I do a lot of little animations for, I've done animations for Microsoft as well, but those are a lot of the software that I use quite often. Yeah. And I really like painting with a gritty brush. I like the grit. That's something that I'm really trying to make kind of my thing. Yeah.
All right. Sounds very good. And is there anything that you want to work on in the future, like IP wise or idea, something new, music, sports, games? What's on the menu?
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is the thing, right? Like, I have plenty of Star Wars fan art, but love to get some galleries behind me to do those.
So galleries can see and you can talk.
There you go. Yeah, I really love drawing Star Wars. It's always a blast. And so, yeah, you can kind of see, it's interesting here because you can kind of see a progression. Like at the very bottom is like all Adobe Illustrator. That's where I started. And then over the years, as you move your way up, you can start to see some of the growth there, and changing style.
Is that your more art project here?
What's that?
Is that your more art project?
No, but
this could be though. This could be though.
I wouldn't mind redoing that one, doing all the layers, like a poster that's been peeled and you see layers of all the different Stormtrooper masks.
Because I mean, what do they have? They have the UK license, which is Eurocentric only, but they have the Rebel pilot, the TIE fighter pilot, the Stormtrooper, and the Tusken, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah.
I haven't seen anything Tusken. Maybe I haven't seen those.
There is one. There's one. They did one. I forgot who it was.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I think we should pitch that. We should pitch it. I should pitch it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, you're already in contact with James.
Well, I was lucky. I got to meet him a couple months ago in London and some other really great people. So, yeah, lucky.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do? Is there anything else you're really interested in?
Really, like I've done a little bit of work for like Trailer Park Group and some other key art companies. Not a lot of, I mean, not, as Eileen can talk about, most of the work you do doesn't ever see the light of day. And so I've done a bit of that for like a Narcos Mexico, Rhubarb agency, really great people over there.
Rhubarb,
really,
isn't that where Akiko is? Kio Sternberger? Is she with Rhubarb? Because
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But I know the name for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been a couple of years since I've done anything for Rhubarb, but they're always really great people, really nice. But yeah, so I mean, I'd like to do some more official licensed stuff. I mean, I have a little, like, there's a lot of things that were like almost there. Like there's this Top Gun.
Nice.
Top Gun thing that I did a little bit of it. Like there's other artists' work on here, and there's some of my work, and it's all mixed up together. And so it's definitely like you can see a little bit of what I've done, but those are the kind of things where it's like, can I just do the whole piece?
Fair enough. I mean, I would love to do the whole piece. I mean, understandable.
Yeah. So hopefully more stuff like that. But I just keep cranking out art, and Instagram's been really helpful as far as people see the stuff, and I'm always getting, I'm constantly getting like, hey, can you do something for like Mountain Dew or this or that? Lots of really well-known brands, but then redesign. I was asked years ago to redesign Flash Gordon costume, which I'm like, what? Like, that's cool. I did a big hit and everything. And, there's a lot of things that never make it, but every once in a
Yeah.
while something breaks through, and that's always exciting.
Alrighty, yeah, I know how that. I mean, I wonder what the dark numbers are on like unfinished, very cool projects that I would love to see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
they never quite pay as much as you hope, but it's
indeed.
all
But
side.
yeah,
It's all side.
yeah, I just wanted like you know what I mean. I know that some other artists like work for bigger IPs, and um, you have seen some concepts at some point, maybe or maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, so there's some really great stuff. Sadly, never for the masses.
So true. And a lot of this stuff so often is weekend turnaround quick
Yeah,
artwork. It's like, oh, we need this by Monday, and
yeah.
I cancel all my weekend plans, stay up late, and try to create something that comes around Monday
Mm,
morning, and you know, you never hear anything after you send it, and it's like, okay, yeah,
yeah.
you know.
I feel you. I feel you. Okay, coming to my favorite question, obviously. Which classical or fine artist would you like to see make a film poster, and which movie or franchise would it be?
Ooh, okay. Classical artist. I would love to see. I'd like to see a Van Gogh do do a movie poster. Let's see, what would be a good movie poster?
You know it in the book, the one that's in the book, right?
Oh,
Bella Grace did Van Gogh Finding Nemo.
oh yes, I remember that now. Oh yes, yes,
And if you're at Comic Con,
yeah.
you might want to see the booth. Let's put it this
Oh
way.
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I definitely have to do a little bit of exploring on the slow day if there's a slow day. Thursday.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if not, I'll
What would,
bring it to you.
oh, yes, yes. I'm looking forward to it. Um, Van Gogh do. I can't think of any poster right now. I don't want to just default say Star Wars. I I should have thought about this. I should have thought about this. But we can come up with an idea together, right?
Yeah, Van Gogh could do. I mean, Star Wars. The Star Wars would look good. I mean, I have to say
Oh
with
yeah.
with the stars actually, and have
Oh
like the galaxy.
yes. Yes, I would love that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Having the Death
Perfect.
Star right in there. As the
Yeah,
moon.
right where the moon would be.
That's no moon. Yeah, that could work. But I also could see Van Gogh doing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, with that psychedelic trip. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well, I was very, very fortunate that, a couple months ago, like I mentioned, London, we also went to Paris for a day,
Hmm.
and we went to the Marseille, whatever that gallery, I can't
The
think of it right
Louvre.
now. No, not the Louvre, but the Marseille du. Oh,
Okay, I don't know that one. Yeah, but
yeah, it had everybody. It had a Winslow's mother,
hmm.
painting, and it had Van Goghs and Monets and Leyendecker. I mean, just not Leyendecker.
Hmm.
Ah, there's so many names.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
but that was the most inspiring museum I've ever been to. It was
Awesome.
incredible.
That's
It used to
great.
be a train station, I think, is what I heard.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. I actually have never been to Paris. It's one of the European cities I've never been to.
Ooh,
But I've been obviously to London, seen the Modern Tate. I've been to Madrid, seen the Prado. I've been to Vienna, seen what's the name where all the Klimts are. I forgot the name.
yes. Oh, I
I
don't know,
mean,
but
in
yeah.
Berlin, there are a couple great ones as well. So
Oh,
I've seen a
I'll have
couple.
it's really a different experience seeing art in America versus seeing art, I mean, in a gallery in
Yeah.
in Europe. Because in Europe, what I noticed at a couple galleries is Europeans were they were almost touching the artwork, like they're
Hmm.
like pointing to things, and I'm just like, you can't touch that. But in America, you just get a couple feet within anything, like Art Institute of Chicago, and somebody's like, hey, get away from that, you know.
Hmm.
I mean, but I couldn't believe how close people were. They were just like, I was like, there's like a hair distance between them and the artwork. I'm waiting for alarms to go off, but that blew my mind.
Totally understandable. I mean, there have been incidents where, you know, the
Oh
one
yeah.
where the cleaning lady cleaned the painting.
Oh gosh, I haven't heard of that.
There was I think she cleaned, like, was it some Christian biblical thing with Jesus on, and she cleaned Jesus' face, and it looks like
Oh,
super weird. Google it. You know which one.
right. Okay, it turned it. He looked like a monkey after
Yeah, yeah,
she.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I do know about that one.
yeah.
I know that. Oh my gosh, in the Louvre, that somebody just threw some paint onto the Mona Lisa, but there's like
Yeah.
glass around it, you know. But that was
You break it up, or are you still there? Second time in an hour.
crazy.
Hold up, hold up. Then there you are. You're back.
Hello? Hello.
You're back.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Bad
Don't worry.
Wi-Fi.
Don't worry. Okay, then let's come to our basic last question for you. Do you have any tips for the beginners on whatever you want to talk about?
Yeah, totally. I talk to young artists often, or young as in, age or just starting out,
Hmm.
doing something somewhat professional. And so, yeah, I think my biggest thing that I bring up often is critiques, is look for critiques, ask people, I've been very, very fortunate myself to go to people like Sam Gilby and other artists who will give me really great feedback, and and taking it and trying to actually do what they they prescribe,
Hmm.
and so that's something, especially for young artists, or just at any level, right? Is just there's always somebody who's way more experienced or very talented, and they've been really honing their craft. And yeah, reach out to people that you may think not even respond to you. I mean, I know Drew Struzan has responded to some artists and given them great critiques, and so you never know if you're going to hear from somebody. Maybe you just catch them on a day that they're actually checking their email,
Exactly. And I mean, this community is very nice. So there are a
oh,
lot of good people out there who are willing to help.
yeah, yeah. And I've definitely, in this community very specifically, it's very helpful, and people are very like obviously there are some artists who are constantly getting emails and messages, DMs. And so, I try not to bother them too much, but, ask questions, and then people give me feedback. And I feel like that is a huge part of my growth. And I
Hmm.
think for somebody starting out, um, it's, 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 it's the most important thing, right? Like obviously drawing every day and being on top of it, always growing in those areas, not being a slave to photo reference, break away from it sometimes. And, I found too, by tracing faces of actors a lot, I found when I just go and just draw a face from scratch, like, oh, I've remembered a lot of the muscle memory, and it gets a lot easier to to kind of not say like recreate an actor's actual face, but you really get used to a lot. I mean, that muscle memory is just there. You barely even
Yeah.
think about it, sometimes. Yeah, and don't be afraid to color pick from other artists. It's okay; they do it too. I've definitely color picked a lot of Matt Taylor artwork. And then I'll definitely start changing it and adding in new colors, removing, but starting from scratch, it just with a blank canvas, as far as, colors and things like that, there's no reason you have to do that.
Alrighty. Thank you. Then last part is all for you. This is your minute and a half or two or whatever, how long you take to shine. First of all, let us know whether people can find you and your shop and everything that people should know. And then you can shout out friends, family, artists, whoever you want to shout out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can find me at DannySchlitz.com. And that's, I've also got a link to my Big Cartel shop. Some of the stuff in the Big Cartel shop, is, I don't have any of the Star Wars work because I am an official like Disney artist or whatever. You have to get approved but stuff like that, like I don't have like official Star Wars stuff. I do have like the Avengers book, but some of that stuff I don't have in there just because I don't want to. You want to maintain good relationships
Obviously,
with some of these IPs.
We all know that.
Yeah, totally. Fan art's great, and at the comic book conventions, I definitely sell a lot of fan arts, and which everybody does. And so, yeah, and also like on Instagram, you see my handle there. Definitely some shout outs. I'll definitely say first Sam Gilby, great guy. And he definitely, spent some time with me, especially on likeness, has been really helpful. He's so good. He's such a master of that. And so, we've also got some, James Hobson, great guy. And I'll mention Dakota Randall, who I think you might be talking to.
Yeah, might be happening in 2 weeks, people.
All right. But he lives in Portland near me, not too far. So we've gotten together a couple times pre-COVID. And I'll say Orlando Mexifunk, great guy. He's always been just really helpful and encouraging, and he's been there from the beginning. One of those cheerleaders, and
he's the OG.
The OG, man. He's the grandfather. And yeah, Liza Shumska, if I'm saying her name right, but Liza, she is just fantastic, and I've watched her grow for years, and obviously still thinking about Ukraine and all of that. I don't want to forget about that, and yeah, still a lot going on over there, but she is fantastic, and she has grown so much and inspired me a ton. Eileen Steinbeck, always awesome. Been on some of her calls with other artists, and she's always been encouraging and just really great for the community. Lucas, I can't say his last, Tetrault. Lucas is great. I should ask him. Him and I, honestly, we message almost every day, and send videos and chat. Like, he's a great guy.
Yeah. By the way, I just remembered we need to get our football league going.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty bad at that, man. I'm always so busy. I'm usually watching the Seahawks and maybe a couple other games.
I'll set it up, and you just have to join and set your lineup on Sundays. You're gonna be okay.
Yes, I need to do that. I may need a little bit of help.
It's not that hard. We get it done.
Yes. There's I love art, music, movies, comic books. I do enjoy football a lot, but it's hard to keep up. There's so much information,
I feel you.
Yeah. I am looking at a list here because I sent that to you. But Derek Payne as well. He's part of a chat group between him, Lucas, and I, and we're always sharing what we're working on and getting feedback from each other, which is always fantastic. So they see almost everything before I show it. Tom Walker, really good guy, but he's always given me a lot of attention, which has been nice. And of course, House Bear, of course, he's fantastic.
Your park ranger buddy.
Yeah, I watched the last interview, and we've been chatting a bit. And since he lived in Seattle for a bit, I never did meet him, but now it's like we've got some shared love of the Pacific Northwest out here.
Exactly. Alrighty, and obviously a kid who wants to make it as a rapper.
That's right.
And the rest of the family, I take it as well.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Danny. Then I hope you enjoyed the interview as much as I did.
You. Yeah, thank you so much, Tom. And really, I appreciate all that you do. And I'm always, I'm watching as many interviews as possible, and I really appreciate that you put us artists out there. And the book, I'm really excited to get the book and stuff that you're
Thank you.
doing. Really exciting stuff. So yeah, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you in New York. So
Yeah, it will be amazing. So since you said that, I'm really excited, and talking to people actually that I will meet obviously in the future at some point, and that's really great. And that it's that soon, even better.
even better.
All right, buddy. Then have a great flight to the convention and a great convention. And the interview is going to go live later today since we're recording today. And yeah, people, thank you for coming out. Next week, we are back with James, and we're going to talk some Transformer posters I heard that are coming out for Transformer Con next week or so. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you then, people. Bye-bye.
Peace.